What was?
Was that me?
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah, that was you.
Sorry. I was going to burp, but I held it in.
All right, we're live with episode 93. It's been a rough couple of weeks, to be honest with you. We planned to go live last Thursday, which would have been our scheduled show. I didn't have power. Peyton didn't have power. Zach had some family stuff going on. JT, his church, the whole roof got blown off of it because of was it confirmed tornado, right?
Yep, EF2.
Yeah. So anyway, we're back. We got a lot to go over. We're just going to cover the notes that we had last week. There's some of the stuff going on. We've got somebody, let me make sure. Okay, we must have audio. What's going on, Kenny? We got the doubleheader of Lucas. We got Atomic, Brownstown, and then we've got Northern All-Stars Spring 50 to go over at Florence. I know all four of us were there, so it's going to be a pretty good conversation. Yeah, so let's just dive into it. I was really excited to see the turnout that Lucas had at Atomic and Brownstown, just because of, I mean, obviously you got your Lucas guys that are going to be there, but with the way the weather's been the last couple of weeks, it's really good to see that racing's actually getting up and going again. I know I'm excited. I'm sure you guys are too.
Chomping at
because
the
you
bit.
guys got cars in the garage that you're ready to get out. You're nervous?
Yeah,
Why are you nervous?
I'm always nervous.
Don't be nervous. I'm never nervous. I mean,
Get a whole 900 horse behind your belt and
I do, but have you ever
nerve
seen
wracking.
well, my golf cart blew up, so
She
it was,
done?
it was
Just got it
1100.
fixed.
Oh, no, mother-in-law bought a new one. She got tired waiting around for me to get that one fixed, so she was going to buy a new one.
Wow.
Damn, I bet
But
that's cheap.
It actually wasn't bad. Went to a golf cart place up on the other side of Lagodi. Dude, they have more golf carts than you could ever imagine. But I think it wasn't a brand new one. It was a refurbished, but they completely go through them the whole 9 yards. I think she gave like a little under 7 for it. So it wasn't too bad.
Holy shit.
That sounds
Jacked
like a
up.
lot to me, Matt.
Jacked up with 33s on it.
Brand new ones are like 12.
For
Oh,
a
but
You
no
can buy a
shit.
new Polaris
Yeah.
for 10, new Polaris 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
A side-by-side for a used side-by-side, 15,000 probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They ain't cheap.
It's got big 33s on it.
No, she was looking at the lifted ones, but it was just, she's just wanting something just to drive around here and back and forth and
Mhm.
climbing up and out of them. She wasn't all about it.
Didn't
So.
want to have a step stool.
Yeah, exactly.
I gave $250 for mine. And it's a bad machine.
It is a pretty nice one though.
Yeah, it'll do a wheelie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it turned up though, don't you?
You throw it in reverse wide open, then you hit it and drive without lifting the gas pedals. It'll carry the front tire for about 5 feet.
Really?
Maybe with him sitting on the back of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I'm telling you, get on, I'll show you.
So let's get into Atomic. Ricky Thornton Jr. won again. I don't really know other than Ricky Thornton Jr. and Bobby Pierce at the national level. I mean, you've got Devin Moran, because Devin Moran won at Brownstown, and you got Davenport, and then who else? I mean, at this point in the game, I mean, who else?
Mikey's getting it figured out, but he ain't quite there yet.
I think the change to the Infinity chassis has been phenomenal for him.
I was surprised at that too, really.
I was too.
I'm glad. I really like Mikey.
But I'm telling you, we'll get into the conversation a little bit, but was that not a good race at Florence?
Oh, it
Probably.
was phenomenal.
One of the best races I've
I
seen.
think if Josh Rice wouldn't have known how to work lap traffic like he does at Florence, Mikey might have had something for him. But we talked about it on the phone. I mean, Josh Rice was throwing it in places that I was like, how's he even getting through them cars?
And he was pulling away from Mikey. He would go through the holes a lot better than Mikey
I think,
would.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
And I mean, Josh just knows how to get around
Yeah.
there. Josh
Because
is-
that hole in the middle of 1 and 2 or
It was
coming out
rough.
of 2 was rough.
It was
Yeah.
rough.
yeah. And Mikey, there was a couple times where I thought he was going to get up into the wall, and I mean, it was close, but
I like a track that's got some character, though. I mean, that makes it,
right.
changes it a little bit.
that was the most pumped up I've been in a while
Yeah.
watching,
The race was over when Jason Jameson rolled out in a crate car. Took away a lot right there.
It did.
But I mean, it's still a good race, even though that happened.
Thanks to Elliot Despain for
And
letting him buy my car.
Yeah.
Thanks, Elliot, for that. But all them super guys that didn't make it, why didn't they give him a chance at that?
Right.
He could have. There were some really good cars that didn't. And
Right.
I get it. You got a lot of money in it, but I don't know. I thought we could have had Jason a car that he could have ran top 5 in.
I just listen to people talking to pits and stuff, like, I mean, just straight up, the heat races were absolutely horrible. I mean, that was the worst heat races I've seen in a long time. But if there's anything about Florence that we've all learned, it's not going to stay that way all night, because Josh King knows how to work dirt, and especially at Florence Speedway.
He's phenomenal.
I thought the feature was racy, and
Yeah, track prep took forever, but it was worth
it's
it.
worth it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
They definitely sold more pizza burgers.
Oh, absolutely. They ran out of pizza burgers.
Yeah, I know. We went back at the end of the race.
They didn't have any on the front stretch either.
No.
I had 3 of them.
Did you?
And a bucket of cheese curds or a cup of cheese curds.
There you go.
Man, that sounds so good right now.
They're pizza burgers. I thought Zach was high when he told me about them, but
No.
they are so
They're good. They're good.
That's a. I go there to race, but I really go there to eat
for
some
the
pizza burgers.
the pizza burgers. So let's go. We'll backtrack. We'll go back to Brownstown because I know that's our home track. But I thought overall, the Jacks or the Icebreaker was a pretty good race too. I mean, considering the time of the year, and I mean, I figured once Devin got out front, I think he's gonna, he's got Brownstown figured out.
I tell you, Shepard, I thought was going to do really good, and he's been full of bad luck here lately. But that mishap in the heat race is just kind of a racing deal. But
yeah,
I mean, he was fast.
Right.
He was really fast.
I've seen a lot of people posting stuff online too, but I mean, Hudson had nothing to like. You guys have drove before, like late models. He couldn't see where B Shep was at, and B Shep was trying to make something happen.
And
like,
I mean,
just a racing deal.
Hudson took full responsibility for it.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's just part of racing.
Right.
But we've all kind of been in that situation there on the front stretch where you just
on both sides.
Yeah. I've been on both sides of it. Thankfully, I've not done what Shepard did, but
right.
Been close.
If you get off there this week, boy, it's a mud hole.
You ain't getting out, are you?
No.
You're not getting out. So yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty good late model race for the time of the year, and I'm glad they got it in. That's one of those races that it's like a 50-50 chance whether they're going to get it in or not. And usually they don't, but luckily we got it in.
Yeah, what was it they said? It was the first time, and I can't remember how many years that they actually got Atomic and Brownstown in back to back.
Oh, it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a while.
And they had a really good pure stock car count.
Yeah, so that's what I was getting ready to talk about. Super stocks, 9 cars.
I told you, it's the new Modify.
So
I love that class, but it's the new Modify class.
I talked to Tucker too a little bit while I was down at Florence, because he was running Duke Mounts' super late model down at Florence, and like we were talking about, it's an expensive class now, but also too, a lot of people don't have their cars done yet because they're wanting to chase points, right? I mean, it's not that's like almost a month away from first points night. So a lot of people are still trying to get their stuff buttoned up and lettered and all that stuff. So
yeah, but I still think you're going to see 15s will be an average.
No, I'm not saying the car count won't be down at all. I'm not saying that, because I think it will be. I agree with you 100% there. But also too, also what we've seen in the pure stocks too, I got some notes down here. I mean, Preston Carr lost the motor. There was 5 cars in the pure stocks that didn't start the feature. So you got those first night blues or whatever.
Preston did lose a motor?
Yeah.
I thought he rolled back out for the feature.
Yeah.
No, he blowed up in the feature.
Oh, it was in the feature.
It was in the feature, yeah.
That's when it was smoking real bad.
Yep.
Well, Philip said he lost whole gear. Third man and everything busted out of that one.
Yeah. I talked to him at Walmart. That's what he was telling me. So in the super stocks, Isaiah Sasser picked up the win. Lee Hobbs was second. Zach Sasser was I'm missing somebody, but Zach Sasser and Blake Daniels was in the top 5. Pure stocks, Blake Hall picked up the win, which is a new car this year. He just got that car done. Keaton Strivel was second. AJ Wilson was third. Josh Turner was 4th, and Cody Ellison was 5th. So do you guys have any notes or anything from Brownstown on the Icebreaker weekend?
I thought overall, I thought it was a good weekend for him.
Yeah.
Track looked smooth.
Yeah.
The feature for the late models I thought was really good.
Yep, I agree.
It's, racy all the way around.
The poor Icebreakers had a kind of a bad rap over a few years. Obviously, Freddie guy got hurt up there, and then you just don't never know what kind of track you're going to get.
Right.
And for Brownstown to be as smooth as it was for the Icebreaker was pretty impressive, really.
Well, I don't think they hauled any dirt in this year.
No,
to my knowledge.
Not that I know of.
Which I mean, they got to do that sometimes because we take it home.
Right.
I mean, there ain't nothing
Yeah.
to do. You got to put dirt there, but it just getting that worked in seems to always take a while. I mean,
know, you
Tony
guys-
Stewart struggled with
You
it.
guys could like bucket it and take it back. I mean, that would be nice.
I bet you I bring back 50 pounds a week at least.
Yeah. See, I mean,
Yeah.
100 cars a
Hefting the
night,
wheel.
that's 5,000 pounds.
That's
Right.
after the wheel pack. We bring a lot.
We appreciate it.
They can get it out of the pits, right?
Yep.
They can go back there and scoop it up.
Yep.
You guys wouldn't skew them bodies all funky.
That's true.
It wouldn't be all down the path.
You would, yeah, you wouldn't pick up so much mud if it was so skewed. Them boys don't have that much trouble in their pure stocks.
I tell you what, mine
Straight
almost,
bodies.
I don't
Mine-
know. Did you see the picture on Facebook of that skewed pure stock or factory stock, whatever the hell they want to call it?
Yeah.
Did you see the picture of that one? Yeah.
Just a little janky.
That
Little.
looked like shit.
Catching that air, boys.
Mine don't even hardly fit in the trailer. We got to take the quarter panel loose and the door, and
You gotta
Do
take
you
the door
really?
loose too.
yeah, had to modify the trailer door.
You build your ramp over so the car goes in.
No kidding.
Yeah, yeah, it don't want to fit.
That's a pain every week. You need to
It's
just
tight.
put your ratchet strap in the middle and you tighten it and suck them in.
So at what point do we start taking a look at aero and bodies when the car won't fit in the trailer?
Just gonna buy an open trailer, I guess.
So you just get bigger.
Just make it like a flat deck trailer and pull it
They
up on
they don't
there.
have to worry about it until it won't fit between the lines.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Finley? I'm glad you tuned in. JT Big Back.
Yeah, them are some sexy rolls I got in the back. He knows.
What's
Love
going on, Amos? Kenny said, few
Sounds
shows
pretty
ago,
good.
y'all said something about Scottsburg track opening this year. Do you know where we can find any info on that? Like what days? I don't know. I don't know like what to extent that they're going to open. I do know that Northern All Stars is having a race over there, but as far as a like weekly schedule or anything, I've not really heard anything as far as anybody running it. I just know that James got a Northern All Stars race over there.
That's as much as I know.
That's all I know here too.
I did get some info on the Thunder Valley Fair race.
You did?
Yeah.
Is that going to be in your late breaking news segment or you?
Oh, I don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to put it in that.
Yeah,
I'll
put it in
put
that. But here's we also tonight we got a very good surprise. These two are going to do late breaking segments together. Now I don't have a picture of Zach to put on the thing. Well, I do, but I don't have. I didn't know Zach had late breaking news tonight, but
Zach's
Well-
bigger than him, and I'm not. That's the problem.
something like that.
What?
You're bigger than him. You could beat him up. I can't. I'm
We
just a
all know
little guy.
that.
I could take you.
Try it.
Let's try it.
So next Thursday night on Flag to Flag Live, I'm going to step a wrestling ring in here.
People's elbows.
What's going on, Josh? Jimmy said I was going to ask you: is there too many car classes of the same type? 4 different pure stock hobbies, cadets, etc. Also 7 different late model classes, 7 different modified classes. I think I mean, you guys put your opinion in too, but I think it can kind of get a little bit out of control. I mean, especially like I know you got your IMCA stocks and stuff like that, which are different than our pure stocks at home, but we got B mods, and that's one thing. And I'm not complaining anything about streaming, but a lot of times when you watch a race somewhere, they got regular mods, B mods, X mods,
Sport mods.
sport mods. I'm just like,
Mod lights. Does that count?
I'm like, what in the world's going on? You know?
No fenders.
So I don't know. Like, what's your guys' opinion? Like, is there too many classes?
I mean, we really don't have that around here, but
It's
You
just,
know.
it boils down to there's too many rules.
That's the problem. That's 100%.
There's- It's if I know it'll never happen, but if there was one set of rules that every track followed in the country, like I said, it'll never happen.
Right.
But that's the only way you're going to get away from having 7 different classes of one car.
And I
Yeah.
think even if you wanted to change the rules a little bit, let it be a region. Like IMCA, if it's out west, like Missouri, like out there, that's fine. But the tracks that's within 3 or 4 hours around here, you know, you've got Brownstown, Paragon, Lincoln Park, Lawrenceburg. I mean, run the same,
Right.
run Circle City, run the same set of rules.
Well, as far as like the late models and modifies, that's where we're headed, because you're not going to be able to find metric cars
Right,
forever. And you're not going to be able to find Cavaliers forever.
right.
You know, so I mean, eventually we're going to get down to where there's they're all the same class. It's just how do you make them look different?
And honestly, the Crown Vics are going to be the same. I mean, they
Oh,
only make
yeah.
so many Crown Vics.
I mean, they're already went from $300 to $2,000,
Right.
you know, for just a roller.
I know the demo guys use them, the pavement guys use them, the dirt guys use them. So
And they don't get treated good no matter what they get used in.
right.
I mean, everybody abuses them. But if you can't
Some more than others, though.
you can't update it to like a charger because you're getting into so much electronics.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you can't figure it out unless you're a wiring guy.
Yeah.
That's my input.
That your 2 cents?
But
Yeah.
like the X mods, you know, out west, like during the Wild West shootout, they got, I think they have A mods,
Yeah.
they run B mods and X mods.
Yeah.
I mean, but they got a full field in
Right.
every one of them.
Yeah.
That's what surprises me. I mean, there's just so many different classes, but there's still so many people. So you think if they got rid of X mod and everybody went B mod, you'd have 80 cars there. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I mean, different if you had one class that had 8 cars in it,
Right.
you know.
Right. Then let's combine them.
And I can even
Something
tell
else
you
out.
the difference between a B mod and an X mod without
I don't.
reading on it.
Yeah,
you
I don't
I mean,
know.
I'm sure I know there's a difference.
I
But,
think it's the letter, ain't it?
well, that's one
One's a
of them.
B and one's an X.
That's one of them. I'd say it's probably got something to do with shocks and motor rules and
Yeah.
stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, a lot of places, even in their pure stocks, are running crates
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
602s and stuff.
Right.
You know,
I always said I think that should be a pure stock rule. Crate motor.
Crate
the
motors,
initial cost would be a lot for everybody, but once you got going with it,
it wouldn't be.
it'd be cheaper.
would
in the
level
long
out,
Yeah,
run.
it'd be cheaper.
Because I mean,
You can run them crate motors for 3 or 4 years and not have to refresh them.
right?
I mean, just put new valve springs in them.
Yep. You just
Maybe-
gotta get somebody watching all your crate motors. You know, making sure that everybody.
Maybe we're on
stays-
something.
I've said that for years. I mean, that's what I had. I
But
had
have
a
you ever
6
like publicly said it, like on a live show or anything,
Oh,
like
I don't know.
like a live podcast?
Oh, I
That you remember?
can't say I did.
I'd have to go back through the. I'd have to go back through.
You're
the
gonna be
library
watching a
and
lot
see.
of film.
Yeah. Well, 93 hours worth. That's a lot, ain't it?
Oh, you got time.
I got time. I don't have a car to get ready. Caleb said Brownstown was smooth again this evening. Well, that's good to hear.
Is it muddy up
It's-
there? Or
yeah,
Is
I
it
mean,
raining up there?
You think
That's
we're
what I
gonna be
wanna know.
racing?
It's pouring here.
That's all on Caleb. Caleb, you're the official Brownstown weatherman right now. What do you see at the
He
track?
lives in Seymour, don't he?
Yeah, but he was.
I don't
He
know.
does, but he was at the
Okay.
track, so he's got to do the pit report.
There's
You-
King of the Crown Vics right there.
Ryan Woods,
Ryan Woods.
Ryan Wood.
what's going on, Jeff? Devin had a really good
Jeffs.
run at Florence. I was glad to see Devin run good at Florence.
He had them both cleared on that restart,
Yes,
and he didn't slide them.
Yep.
I thought that was very respectful,
very.
but I wish he would have
Yeah.
done it.
You wanted to see the respect, but you wish he
You
would have
know
done.
what? Everybody gets mad at him over the Jimmy Owens thing, but Jimmy Owens, that was his fault. 100%. That slider cleared and Jimmy ran the back of him. I've watched it 100 times.
Oh yeah,
That's what happened.
he got punted, like punted.
Yeah, Jimmy Owens punted Gilpin.
That's
in
what
the
I'm
next
saying.
corner, yeah.
That's what I'm
and it was
saying.
a clean slider.
Yeah.
Jimmy chose not to check up. That's on him.
Right,
He cleared him.
right.
I don't know. That's when I became a non-Jimmy Owens guy. And then that guy down at the bar told us I'm not going to tell you what he called him, but you know what I'm talking about where we did that tasting.
No.
You know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know.
You remember?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said Jimmy Owens not a nice guy, and I believe it. Two
Uh,
thumbs down.
what's going on, Debbie? Kenny said, good thing with us Vicks is they're full frame, so we're starting to clip cars since they're getting so expensive now. Helps keep cars around a few extra years.
Yeah, but you're cutting cars up.
To keep, the
You know what
same
I'm
car.
saying? I mean, I agree that you're helping save them.
Right.
But if you're halving a car, you had to half another car too, so you still lost one.
Right.
But yeah, you guys are helping. I mean, if you can help one that's wrecked and put another one together, I mean, you're helping some.
Now, if they start mass producing them front clips,
You're right.
they'd be all right,
Right.
like they do the modifieds, and you can actually buy a metric.
Yeah, from
Car that-
Speedway.
Yep.
You can buy the full frame.
The biggest problem I see is at first, you know, we had a bunch of cars, but now we've narrowed it down to only 5 years worth of cars.
Yeah.
Or less than that, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
4 years worth of cars that you need to have to be competitive.
But yeah, because when you started, what year was yours, Peyton? 98.
I Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's what ours were.
And like now you're talking
2001.
2001.
So now you're talking what 2008 to 2011.
08 to
2007,
11 is what
2011?
we've determined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people saying that the 03s are really good too, for whatever reason. I don't know why.
I think that's what Finley's is. Ain't it? 03.
I think so.
Not to give
I don't
Finley
know.
secrets.
That
out.
01 I had, it was pretty fast, wasn't it, JT?
Yeah, I passed on the outside at Salem Speedway.
What about on dirt?
Dirt. I mean, I was spinning where I was making so much power. I got ran over the bank in the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals. And we need to redo it.
I don't even want to hear it.
Listen,
You think we need to redo it? We need to bring it back.
I thought that was
Well, here
the
was
coolest Crown Vic race ever.
here
It
was
was fun. I was nervous.
here was the plan was that if Thunder Valley opened back up, it was supposed to be a 2-day show at Thunder Valley.
That was the idea.
We were gonna make it a big
Yeah.
big ordeal, and then that fell through. So obviously,
Maybe it'll come
We might
back
have to
one
redo
day,
it.
but I did have a lot of fun promoting that.
it was fun. Wasn't
That
it?
was a good time.
The trophy was cool that Amos did. I thought was pretty
That
neat.
was cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really wanted it.
And you got to learn a lot more about the drivers in that class.
Yeah.
Because there are some characters.
Oh, there is.
yeah.
You know?
I was just so glad that Jamie let us do the out of car intros.
Yes.
Because it was deserving. I mean, I was kind of worried. I was kind of nervous going into it because I thought, man, there's 1,000 to win. You guys usually run for 125 to win on Saturday nights. And I'm just like, this is going to go one of two ways. It's either going to go really smooth or people are going to drive over their heads and be taking people out on purpose. And
Oh, we got
I was
43 cars, wasn't it?
yeah, I was stunned. I mean, I was over the moon about how it went because I don't know. It just went. The heat races were good. The dash was good.
We put more cars on the trailer than start.
Yes.
So that makes it a successful night for
Yes.
me. Not that I wanted anybody to go home and not get to race in it, but
Yeah.
that's what makes it a big event.
Yeah.
I know William had a big smile on his face when he got done.
He's still smiling.
He's still-
I don't think he's ever been negative about anything.
no.
I like when he comments on something up here, like he's going to buy it, like he's going to drive all the way up here and get it or something.
Right.
Or if I lived closer, I'd be up there and get that.
Caleb said actually pits looked really good. Grass had some moisture. By the time I rolled out, it was good. I give 100% when we were racing Saturday.
100%.
And then Logan Williams said it's raining right now in Brownstown.
Well, that's a light rain, right, Logan?
Yeah, I don't.
Just a drizzle.
Yes. I don't think it's a race canceling rain.
Yeah, just don't even ignore the 10 inches we've gotten last week underneath this one.
Ryan said he picked up a nice Vic for cheap that Zach and JT need to build.
Keep telling them, bring it on down. I'll do it.
Finley says,
Oh,
"Oh no,
God.
better be checking wheelbase on the Vic now." He said, Finley said 03 cars are good. He thinks.
I text Finley all the time for any Crown Vic. I was texting him this week about Dalton's car, make sure I was getting the right parts.
Kenny said, "Old Dirty was a 2003. Now she's a 2008."
That thing ran good as a 2003. I wouldn't have changed it.
Crown Vic special this year is $500. Last year was $800.
I've been laughing at.
I guess racing is getting cheaper. It is.
You didn't
Actually,
finish
is.
it.
Yeah, actually, it is. Actually, it is. It's getting cheaper. Oh shoot! I don't know. We might.
I can
Obviously,
just hear him saying it. That's why I laugh so hard.
Now that I know what you're laughing about, I mean, it is. Maybe do we need to run that back in 2026, JT? You think?
I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, I if it does, it needs to be just like it was. The intros and the money and
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
tech and the build up. The build up what was fun. The race
Yeah.
was great, but the build up was just fun.
There was a lot of great people that come on board too that helped make it
Right.
what it was too, because of the extra sponsorships and
There was a lot of money donated to that, and that's great to see the racing community
yes,
do that.
yes.
But they do that for every class.
I mean, I know the with what Nathan Patman's doing with the Patman.
Yeah,
race,
Scott
I mean,
Patman.
yeah, there's a lot of
He's
good
always
stuff going
made
with
that a big
Yes.
thing, and I think that's awesome. They need that.
Yeah,
It would be good to have somebody like that for every class.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Schreier said the track could use some rain. Oh, what'd Jimmy say? The only issue on these Crown Vics is the cost is starting to escalate in the class. Some guys down here in South East putting 8,000-9,000 in them. How will that class be feasible long term? So here's
That's
my
it.
opinion. So the Crown Vics, and this is no disrespect to any class, the Crown Vics are turning into what the Hornets were. When the Hornets first came out, they were $300 Hornets that you just knocked the window out of, like cavies and stuff, and you went out there and you raced them. Well, now we're dynoing motors and we're doing all this huge stuff and smashing spring. I mean, that's where. I mean, I'm not trying to point the blame on anybody, but that's where you got to put a stopping point to it.
Well, there's not a way
Like,
to stop it.
Well, I'm saying, but where's the tech at? Where's the restrictions at?
Well, I mean, if you can buy a brand new motor and put in it, it's for the rules.
It's legal.
You know, and you're going to get more power out of a brand new motor because you got everything sealed tight.
It's the same thing they're doing with the Crown Vic.
Well, but I'm talking like now. I'm talking everywhere. Like it was.
Oh, I mean,
Hornets was that class, you know.
Right. Well, the crate cars were freaking cars they drug out of the weeds.
Yeah.
When they first introduced them here with 10-foot tall spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had 100,000 to win. They got the 100,000 win Hornet race at Kokomo this year. Well, I talked to Jerry Davis. And he said he's already had like 10 people call him wanting motors built for it. And it's like, where?
You know how much it is to build one of them?
Yeah.
Same price as a crate motor.
Yeah. It's crazy. But for 100,000, I mean, you don't want to be.
Yeah, but only one guy gets that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you hope it's you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being second on that.
What's it pay for second?
Oh, I don't know.
1,500.
I bet. Is it?
Probably.
It probably is a substantial
They probably
drop.
want an
I don't know what the
entry fee
payout
too.
on this.
It's probably $300 to get in it, I bet.
Probably. You probably have to have an entry fee.
Which I want every class to race for good money. It makes it harder for the,
Yeah.
you know.
We got 30 people watching. Everybody, if you don't care to, hit that share button so we can get a lot more people in here for this second half of the show. Let's get her going. Get a lot of people in here.
Hey, he said light. Read that one.
Which one? Sorry.
Logan.
Oh.
Logan's coming to back.
Where's he at?
Oh, down.
Right
Right there.
Okay, yeah. Y'all like rain. Now slowly picking up the thunder and lightning. See, it's the thunder and lightning is
He
what's
says we're in
bad.
good shape, though. He was told.
The lightning is what will dry a track out faster than anything. The heat off the lightning.
I'm glad we got a Brownstown guy. We need to see if he's interested in taking our weatherman position.
Hey,
Meteorologist.
we need to do a meteorologist.
That's not Logan Williams is a meteorologist name.
It is really. I like it. Darren said, "Good luck." What the hell, stalker?
This is what the heel
Yeah,
star.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just laughing at how I
But
could
see,
hear him
technically, though, he
saying
can
it.
put it in that way. Then Facebook won't flag it.
Oh, there you go. He probably meant to do that.
Yes.
He's smart, I tell you.
Yeah.
He
he-
just
Ryan
plays
said
dumb.
you guys need to. Matt, Weston, I'm all about that. Need to start an All Stars Crown Vic series. I wish there
I'm
was
telling you.
actually a series for the Crown Vics. I think it'd be cool.
You haven't seen a Crown Vic race till you've seen him run 200 laps at the big track.
Yes.
Freaking
You know-
pretty wide.
I went out there last year just for a regular show, and I thought the Crown Vics put on a hell of a show.
It's because they don't ever have full control.
No.
It's like what racing used to be.
Yep.
It's cool. It's very neat. Hope they don't screw that up.
Kenny, a lot of guys been dropping 4K at BNR Speed Shop last couple of years for these Vics. Yeah. Anthony, told you racing is getting cheaper. It's definitely not getting cheaper.
One year we parked up by Brandon Hooker at the that's when I met him at the Speedway, but he had 6 or 7 cars in the field and they all had brand new 4.6s in them. Every one of them had less than 100 miles on. I mean, he'd ordered them and put them in there. That's 6 motors that I don't know what they cost now, but I think they were like $4,000 a piece then.
That's crazy. You're right, Philly. It's getting cheaper, bud.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think before we get it the second half here, we'll talk about Florence, but what do you guys think will be the next evolution that comes out? What's our next class? We had Hornets, which Cavaliers, whatever. We have Crown Vics. What's going to be the next one?
I look for if they ever give it a chance, I think the 602s will take off here.
I think it should.
No. I'm talking about what street car are we going to take? Is going to be the next evolution of
Oh, this is it. This is the last ride with that.
Yeah.
Crown Vics, is it?
I don't know what you could go to after
Yeah.
that. The Chargers are just too much.
Yeah.
Finley said Chargers.
Yeah,
I
but
think
Can't run a Ford Fusion. Too much electrical.
we get out the Rangers, boys.
There ain't none of
Rangers,
them left.
Rangers and S10s. They're all over Facebook.
God,
Yeah, for
Marketplace.
$10,000.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna and
Well,
rusted out.
Well, I mean, you got to.
Maybe a minivan class.
Electric-
Oh man, I tell you what, I really think the grub getter,
Hey,
the grub getter class.
yeah, that's true. See,
I think it's, but the last time we were up there was already a grub getter that was stripped. Everything. I mean, he looked like he was going racing somewhere else.
Even though it says you can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, we got Charger, electric cars, mini truck class, Prius, Chevy Caprices. Saw a video on Facebook, Down South Racing and Charger, and Matthew West Sipcot cars.
I just feared the Charger would just be too
and
much.
the cost of them still high too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. The reason for they took the Fords is because they were so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But I've not seen a cheap Charger yet.
We
that
could
I
start
think-
a Ford Escape class because we both know they don't give them nothing for those. Those are cheap.
Those things are junk to begin with.
Chevy Avalanche.
I tell you what, we
Yeah.
get some Chargers in, like it's trade-ins that are cop cars, and they're pieces of shit.
Junk.
Oh, really?
They're terrible. You pull them
Used
in,
and
lifters
abused.
kicking. I mean, it's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen after this. I think
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But I think the G bodies is, we got maybe 10 more years of those
Yeah.
if we're lucky.
Kenny said the same thing. Problem is they're absolute junk, engines, transmissions, and especially electronics.
Well, I've seen today a place is now a race shop place is making their own lowers. I mean, they're stock stamped steel lowers.
Metric lowers.
Yeah. But there's so much inconsistency with the stock that you go buy from the store. So, I mean, they're supposed to be better. But then again, I mean, it's all. If you want to race in that class, you're going to spend the money. You're going to race in
Right.
that class no matter what.
Right.
So,
Right.
Well, the G bodies are going to turn into the super stock class in the next 10 years. And then I think it'll slowly wither away. I hate to
think
say that.
I really think that if they brought B mods up here and tune down or detune the modifieds, I think it would be better. And then
They should have to like run a certain, like they can only be so new, but I don't know how you'd ever keep
you can't.
up with that. I mean, people be grinding numbers off little different numbers. on
Yeah.
them.
And the thing about it is with like the shocks for the crates, you can get the same shocks in non-canister and they're
Right.
still just.
Well, you gotta do a
just
spec
good.
shock.
Yeah. I wish they would do a spec shock.
Spec shock should be.
Make it a lot easier on everybody.
Yeah.
I think
There's
that's how
spec
B mods are in other places, ain't they?
I think so. But
Yeah,
then again, there's always going to be them people that, cut the shock apart. do
I'd really-
this.
I'd really like. I'd like to see where you have to trade them in every so often.
So
at the
a guy
track.
that I work with, Hafke, he's from Ohio and Pennsylvania area, and he said in the it wasn't a B mod class. I don't know what they called it up there, but he said they would come around before the race. Here, put this shock on. This is your new one. You had certain amount of shocks, and they could come and they give them to you at the end, end of the race. Give you another one. Say, here, you got to put this on tonight.
No kidding.
He's like, all right.
Yeah.
He goes, I loved it. It
It's
was
fair
so
for
much
everybody.
cheaper. And then he
Yeah.
comes over here and he's running A mods now, and he's like, this is freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think it would be cool to bring that up. And then you got, like JT said, your 602 and then your 604, and only let them run. If you win a championship in 602, you got to move up.
Right,
Something like
right.
that.
A crate mod series, that'd be pretty cool, really, with a spec shock.
Yeah, that's basically what he said that he ran up there. They had a spec tire, a spec shock,
I could see that being successful
but you got to tech
every week.
every week. And he said they did. They teched every week up there. He said,
Right.
and it was so easy.
And that makes a huge difference.
Right.
when do
If you
that.
tech, you can do it. But
Right.
around here, it ain't going to work.
Yeah.
It just ain't going to, unless you got somebody willing to do it.
Right. And that's the hard part.
That's my 2 cents.
Well, they did have that Nissan Altima. Cletus put that on. They had over 100 cars.
Yeah.
But was that kind of like a
He funds all that though, don't he?
yeah? Was that like a grub getter deal though too though? Wasn't it? Where you just got in it and
I
it
didn't
looked
see it.
wild. So I don't. But there's nothing that Cletus doesn't do that's
And Nissan
not a little over
Altimas
the
are good.
edge. You had one, didn't you?
That's what I got, ain't it?
Yeah,
You got an Infinity.
Oh, I got
Was
an
it
Infinity.
Infinity?
Same thing.
same thing.
They're about the same.
It's not no Kia, but it's an Infinity.
Yeah. I would like to see your Subaru.
Oh, you seen it?
We've seen it. It stopped real quick.
They didn't have to
We
smash
watched
it.
it.
It was ready
We
to
heard
go.
it stop.
Pre-smashed when we took it up there.
Since we're at the halfway point, before we get into Florence, I do want to do some housekeeping. I want to thank our sponsors. We got TJ Demo Reno, Dirt Track Outfitters, Kane's Tree Service, Jerry Davis Race Engines, P3 Graphics, Super Heat Solutions, Alexander Ranch, Harf Hoosier Auto Racing Fans, Honeydewer Handyman, Midnight Sports Gear, Jason Petmeyer Farm Bureau, TSR Chassis, Jeff Mounts Transmissions, Greens Auto Sales, Burt Stewart Drain and Septic, Popbit, Foam Solutions LLC, Laura Bennett Racing, M2 Designs, King Construction Group, and Simpson Roofing and Excavating.
Where is Grant alive? Have you talked to him?
I just see him posting on Facebook every now and then.
I need to text him, make sure he's
We
still
thought
there.
maybe he fell through a roof.
Yeah, he might have. Also, I want to give a shout out to DirtTrackOutfitters.com for doing all the Flag to Flag Media apparel. So make sure you go to that website, check them out, or use some Flag to Flag Media apparel. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Logan Mounts just released a new shirt on there too. I've seen.
I seen that. It's a pretty nice shirt. So we're going to get into Florence, and then we're going to get into this coming weekend.
What's some other pictures you got down there?
This was results from Atomic and Brownstown. I forgot to put up. I got to have the
Well,
Florence.
click on it so we can see it.
Yeah, here you go. Here's Atomic.
Oh,
you
should have done that. That's nice.
Yeah, this is impressive too, Zach. Let's talk about this because you and I both have talked about the Rocket deal, and I've stated that I believe that Rocket will be back on the map in 2025. Hats off to Josh Rice because Josh Rice finished second at Atomic, and he also had a top 5 at Brownstown. So that's good to see. Right?
I think
At
he's
a
found
national
them
level.
out.
Yeah, I agree.
On Integris.
He is
Not
on
Fox.
Integris.
Yeah. So RTJ won, Josh Rice was second, Devin Moran was third, Mikey Marler was fourth, and Hudson O'Neill was fifth. And then at Brownstown,
Was that pre-crew chief change, or did he already have that?
no,
He
that
already
was
had it.
he did have it there at Atomic. This is Brownstown. Devin Moran won, RTJ second, Davenport third, Marler fourth, and Josh Rice fifth.
We see some consistent names in the top 5. Just
Yeah.
a little shuffling.
And Hudson Hudson lost the motor at Brownstown too. So
Was that way he tore up?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah, 'cause
tore
they
it up
pushed
bad.
him off, and it was
Yeah.
just oil under the
Everywhere.
car.
Yeah.
That's good.
So yeah, let's go over Florence results. So here is the Florence results from the Spring 50 last weekend. Josh Rice picked up the win. Marler was second. Gilpin was third. James Rice was fourth. Good run for Billy Green. He's actually running for Rookie of the Year.
He's
this
in a
year.
rocket too.
Picked up. He's fifth. Dalton Wilson, man, that's kind of a bad.
That was just bull crap.
he
Marler, I think, what is his name? Skyler?
Cameron.
No, Cameron.
Cameron.
Skyler's the other one, ain't
Yes,
it?
yeah.
Cameron, he would have finished really well.
Oh, he was strong all night.
And I think he was not really giving it its all there at the beginning,
Yeah.
trying to save his stuff. But that slide job
Yeah, it was.
was absolutely ridiculous.
Especially on lap 3.
Yeah. I mean, there
That's
were
like one
more
of those-
sliders thrown.
Yeah.
You
in
ever
the
watch
first
one of them
5
videos
laps.
where you see somebody slide into a base and it's real nice and neat, and that's a typical slider. This
That
was
was
one of
not.
those where somebody slides in the base, trip over their feet, hit their knees, and then do like a front flip.
Lined up
A
3
very
feet
nasty
short
slider, huh?
and still end up 3 feet
And
short.
still up 3 feet short.
He was more than 3 feet short.
Now, I will say, with the kind of driver that Dalton Wilson is, I don't know like what the intent was because typically he doesn't race like that. So I don't know if he just tried to drive it in there too hard, it didn't stick,
Yeah.
or what the case might have been. But
Yeah.
you very seldom ever see Dalton Wilson race like
Right.
that, And
That's
I think
why I think it was so surprising because
Yes.
you don't see him like
Right.
that. So
well, as soon as it happened, everybody was like, "What in the world?"
And it was
that?"
still
Like,
it was still a little greasy yet at that
Yeah.
point. I mean, they just farmed it for 2 hours.
yeah.
And
We're
did
3 laps
Cameron
in.
actually get better bite than what Dalton thought he was going to get,
Probably.
and then took off on the outside of him, and just it was a bad deal.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I was super pleased with the whole night at Florence. I mean, the food was exceptional, the weather was awesome. The racing the first half of the night was terrible, but that's just how Florence is sometimes. And I knew
And it started
It's gonna come
earlier.
around. Yeah, they started earlier. And hats off to James. Like I'll be honest with you, when I went down there, there were some other races going on down south, and I thought, man, the car count's not going to be that great. I mean, there were some other races and people were going other places, and I know that some of the Lucas guys were actually taking the weekend off. And to have 35 supers there and the crowd looked like it was the north-south weekend, I was impressed. I mean,
It was good.
so kudos to James and DJ and everybody that's part of that deal. And
there was money
I was
made.
excited for him.
Money was made.
Yes,
There, even with the purse.
Yep.
Like that.
I mean the car count in all. I didn't write it down. I had it somewhere, but car count in all classes I thought was great.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go over the mods results. Adam Stricker, which I think he was kind of
Dominated.
He was in a class of his own. Trent Young was second. Colin Green was third. Daniel Deemer was fourth, and Mikey Wilson was fifth.
I thought it was odd that Cole wasn't there.
Yeah, Cole Fallow.
That,
He
I think
was
he would have been a
running-
good
He was
show
that
for
running that
Adam.
100,000 show, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
he
Yeah.
won. Didn't he win?
I have no
Was it
clue.
100,000? Or
No, it was the one
wasn't
that
that
Diamond
much.
went.
Yeah,
Diamond went to because
Down
he
in
won
Georgia.
and Diamond finished second.
down in Georgia. Yeah. So overall, man, like
I was
said, that's-
surprised Diamond wasn't there at Florence.
Okay, so when I talked to Logan, they had made the decision because the weather was iffy here. So they made a decision to drive down there because it was like an 8-hour drive.
Wow.
Well, then they get down there, and then Florence announces that they're going to move the times up because they thought the rain was supposed to be here sooner than what it was.
Mm,
Because see, they kept pushing the weather back. Well, when James and Josh King made the decision to move it up
yeah,
and knew they were going to get it in, they were already down in Georgia. So,
I got you.
because I mean, they are a sponsor of the Northern All-Star Late Models or the Modified Series. So I mean, I know they're going to want to run for it,
Right.
or run most of the events.
Yeah.
So, but
7,500 to win. Logan Williams is on top of it.
yeah, he is. He's all over. He's actually working behind the scenes for Flag to Flag Media.
I feel like I know
hired
that
him.
name.
You might know him.
I think I do, but I don't. I mean, I can't put a face on it.
Also, they had on tap. They had crates, modifieds, and Hornets at Florence. So we went over the modifieds and late models. Crates, Joey Kramer picked up the win. That was the last lap pass, wasn't it? I think it was the last lap
Nah,
pass.
it wasn't last.
Was it not?
Mm-mm.
He
Okay.
passed him back, but Joey was fastest. On
I got you. Elliot Despain was second. Dalton Brown was third. Connor Mertens was fourth, and Nicholas Bird was fifth. In the Hornets, Corbin Dalton finished first. Lucas Walters was second. Christopher Myers was third. David Pegg was fourth, and Jada Mullins was fifth. Some notes I had on that: Zach Burton did pick up a heat race win in the crates, but he broke pulling on the track. Dalton Wilson, Cameron Marler deal, which we've seen that. We talked about that. Rice and lap traffic, which you kind of hit on that earlier, but I don't know. I still just can't. The way he drives through lap traffic, I don't know.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been that good of a race if Jason would have been out there.
Do you think I got
Straight
this wrote down too? I want to ask you guys. Do you think did Chilton use all of his stuff up? Do you think he had anything before he hit the
coming.
wall?
He didn't have none for the top two.
He was
Everyone
coming. Though.
coming.
Yeah.
He was coming for third, but I don't think he didn't.
I would like to have seen him at least if he could have got there. I would like to have seen him got there,
Yeah.
just to see. I mean, I think he used up most of his stuff trying to get up there, but I don't know.
He was throwing
moving around.
caution to the wind like the other.
Yes.
But I don't know that he was as fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top two was in a league of their own, but I think he was catching
Yeah.
third. That's my opinion on it. Though.
I talked to him on Sunday, and he's like, "Man, patience is a bad thing." He just ran out of patience.
It looks like that's going to be a good fit for him, though, in that
Yeah.
car.
He's excited about it.
He won in it last year, didn't he?
Did he win in it? He
I
went
think
down
he
to like
did
Lake
towards the
Towards
Cumberland.
the
or-
end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Linville doing? Is he not racing?
Nope. He's going to run a partial schedule in a crate car that his buddy owns. He sold all his stuff.
Really?
Yep.
We did that once before.
Yep.
Maybe he'll come back.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Give it time. Okay, where were we at here? I know on Asphalt they're starting to have stuff like their version of B mods that are kind of like Legends cars where they run a spec motorcycle engine, etc. I think that's where the near future classes are going to.
Legend
Go
cars
for
are big
spec.
down south.
Yeah, they are.
There's tons of them.
They run them on dirt all the time.
I like Jeff's comment. It was a Lucas Oil slider. Them guys, he have no respect.
Right.
Logan said, follow us down south 7,500 to win, I believe. Matthew said they went to Georgia. We do it in dirt. Just give us a thumb up from YouTube. Not Facebook, but from YouTube.
YouTube.
Used to run the 12 Hornet back in 09 to 11 everywhere you ran JT. Now I help Matt Weston.
Oh, was that Logan?
Yeah.
Number 12.
Does it ring a bell?
I know who that is.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. Does he demo with Matt too?
I don't know.
Does he?
We can ask him. Do you demo with Matt as well?
I feel like he demos maybe too. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get into your personal life. I was just,
No, I mean,
I'm just
we're-
trying to connect.
we like to have a connection with our viewers.
Yeah.
He's a pretty
And why I
personal guy.
don't understand why there's only 29 viewers.
I think he's that scrawny guy that demos with Matt that beats Matt.
Well, now you're. I mean, I don't know if I'd call
no,
him.
scrawny's
that, but
good. I remember when I used to.
That's Chase Williams.
Chase Williams. Okay. Is he related to Chase?
He said that's Chase. I just help build the demo cars when I have time.
Gotcha. Well, Matt goes through a bunch of them, so I'm sure that he needs all the help he can get. I'm sure.
Yeah, our you think it's the weather that the viewer counts as low as it is tonight? What do you think it is?
I highly doubt anybody.
I think it's the weather.
Well, they're probably all.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
It could be the weather. Could be.
Maybe a bunch of people lost power like we did.
They could have. That's very well. I mean, hey, I'm happy we got the 30 we have. Don't get me wrong. I feel blessed.
Everybody's
I feel blessed.
as
with
long as
5. I don't
people's
care.
commenting, that's what I
Yes.
enjoy. The comments is
Logan said no, he's not related to him.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at Tony
We gonna do our late
photos
breaking
tonight.
yet?
Oh god, yeah, let's do that.
I forgot.
What was I get? I get sidetracked, and here we go.
For you.
All right, here we go. What is it, JT? Late breaking news with JT the Maverick Huffman.
Well,
What is it?
I don't remember. You guys said that could be your late. Oh yeah, Thunder Valley Fair race.
It's
I'd
your
forgot.
segment.
Well, I'd forgot all about it. 2 classes. I was very disappointed. I'm still a little disappointed, but I was very disappointed. They're only running 2 classes, no crates, no pure stock, so that put us out. I thought, but then they announced the classes as Crown Vics and Scrappers, so we plan to have some Scrappers in the field that night.
So they're just running Crown Vics and Scrappers.
That's the way I understood. Noel Adams did a thing on with the video, and I just read the comments. Really, I didn't really listen to the video, and I should have.
So who's putting it on? Like who's
I
running
think the
it?
demo guy is.
Is it?
Yeah, what's that dude's name? I can't think of.
Oh,
Is it Van Cleve?
McVeigh.
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 Isaiah.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll get a little taste of racing and be like, hey, maybe I should promote racing and demos. So that's a hope, but we're going to try to. Right now, that's our plan, right?
Right.
Possibly field 4 cars. I got to talk Mr. Walker into maybe willing one,
Yeah, I think he should.
and then my little brother.
He better work on them if he's going to.
He's going to work on mine and his because if I'm supplying him, he's going to help out.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. We're just going to drive him down there.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Silver
You want
Cyclone.
Owen to give you a police escort down
Please. I would love to see him in one of them. I would hit him so hard.
I love- when you hit the stop,
Yeah.
I wouldn't stop. I just run on the back of it.
Yeah, I can't fight him no more because he knows all them tactical moves. But I definitely.
I
hit
still
him
don't know
with
if
a
he knows
car.
how to use them. Just because he knows them, don't mean he knows how to use them. Matthew Weston said he stocked up on 40 plus minivans to
We
keep
need
the
to-
Jackson County van class going.
We need to do that one time.
Listen,
I
They-
tell you,
they ran a demo up there one time. It's when they first started the minivans. There's only 2 of them that showed up. And they hit so hard in the center of that thing that it broke the mounts on the seat, and the lady or whoever was driving it hit the back doors of the minivan.
That's the show of the night every year. Matt and Ray and Jay. I mean,
That
they put
one-
on a show.
That
Man.
one hit was well worth the money to even get in.
Oh yeah.
man, I watched 2 of them back into each other, and it may have been the same one, but they crunched both of them,
Yeah.
and my neck hurt for a week just
Yeah.
watching that.
I'll get hold of James, see if he's got any minivans up there.
Well, the way it sounds, I think Matthew might be able to hook you up a little bit.
I have to buy one for Matt. Yeah, he sounds like he's got plenty. 40 plus.
Chet says finishing the car. I was told Thursday and Friday night, Vicks and Scrappers.
2 nights?
I don't think we can do it 2 nights. We're lucky to get them through one.
Well, unless he was
Yeah.
told 2 different nights.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's one of those nights.
Yeah.
Vic's 1 night, Scrappers the other. A big Scrapper.
Well,
race.
how could you make a full night out of Crown Vics, though? I mean, you can get that many. 23, 24 probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'd say you probably get quite a few.
So Hoosier released a new tire for the late models.
Oh, yeah. This is the second portion of the late breaking. You want me to play that again?
No.
You'll
It's
see
okay.
JT again?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
So Hoosier released a new tire for the late models.
Yep.
For the right rear. So this is going to be interesting, especially for the guys who got a whole stack of right rears.
Right.
But it's supposed to be a better tire, a softer sidewall, what I'm seeing. So I don't
And
know.
it's already got holes in it.
It's already got holes in it, which I don't need them. I have a hard enough time getting my tire hot. So I don't know. It's going to be
It'll
interesting.
be interesting.
I don't know any more
It's-
info
so
on it
have
than that.
they don't have any prices out or nothing for me yet?
No, they don't have any prices. I was going to call Hoosier tomorrow and see.
It ain't going to be cheap.
Oh, it ain't going to be cheap at all. Probably going to be cheaper for me to just run what I got.
Probably.
I've seen you buy brand new tires and keep them in the trailer for a year.
I still got brand new tires.
He bought a bunch of new mod tires one year. The last year he ran them, and I ended up buying every one of them off of him because he sold the car before he put them on there.
Hey,
That was a good
you had
investment.
them if you needed them, though, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I just don't
All
like using
matters.
new tires.
Worked out good for me.
It's all that matters. All right. So I don't know where time has went tonight, but so this weekend we've got Northern All Stars going to be at Florence again, 5,000 to win. And Saturday at Brownstown, we got the Crown Vic Special, 500 to win. We got what else run up there this weekend, boys? We got crates,
Stocks,
Pure Stocks,
Hornets,
Crown
Crown Vics.
Vics.
That's it.
Is that it?
5
There are
classes.
5 classes. So
Paragon's also running.
Paragon's also running.
Circle City pushed theirs to Sunday.
Now there is a big race at Paragon next weekend.
Is that the O'Neill race already?
The O'Neill race is coming up
I
next
didn't know it
weekend.
was that early.
Yeah,
Wow.
$10,071 to win.
I was hoping to go up there, but we race that
And
weekend.
Hudson and Don will both be racing in it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And
Well,
Marty.
And Marty.
So
So it'll be pretty wild. Be a good time.
What's the most? Marty driving the 22 car?
I'm
Or?
not sure which one he's driving, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
Hope he's got a good.
I'm pretty sure it said that he's going to be racing in there.
Yeah.
I thought I seen something.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I think
cool.
I've seen that.
That's cool.
And
too.
are you guys going to Circle City tomorrow night or no?
Sunday night?
They changed
Sunday
it to
afternoon.
Sunday.
Oh, they changed it to
They
Sunday?
postponed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That plan is to go up there as long as we don't turn nothing up Saturday night.
Saturday. Okay. I got you. Are you taking your car up there, Peyton?
Not Circle City Sunday.
Not Circle. Okay.
He's going to take the check home Saturday night. And
Maybe.
Drink a lot of Busch lattes on Sunday.
Spend time with the baby.
Heck yeah, I don't blame him.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's go. Got another action-packed weekend. I'm hopefully. I mean,
It's
the
gonna be
weather's going to
busy.
look good. Yeah, so racing season is finally starting to get a little bit busy.
Yeah, give us
hopefully-
a couple more weeks to get completely out of the rain. I
I'm
think.
over it.
We
I've
just
had
had a
enough
lot.
of it.
We just had a lot more than what we've had in the past.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I feel like this year we've actually had a true spring. It's been terrible.
I know the grass is green.
Yeah, I can't even
have
get
to
my
mow.
I can't get my grass mowed because every time I want to, it starts raining.
Raining.
I was going to mow it Tuesday night, but it's so freaking cold.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little chilly.
Can't do it.
It was a little chilly.
We have to just take the cows and put them on a leash and let them walk through the front yard.
JT's anybody driving Bud's car this year?
I ain't got it together yet. I'm almost there though. We got the motor setting it last week, and the body's about, I'd say, 50% done.
Do you have a driver for it?
Yeah, me and another guy's gonna share it.
All right.
We're gonna split it, and it's gonna be my backup. But yeah, it's a good car. I mean, that thing's older than the hills, but she's reliable.
Still wheels though.
I mean, just the people. I mean, Zach drove it. Richie Ballantyne.
Yeah.
Tanner was rough on it.
Tanner was real rough.
Tanner
on
was
it.
the reason it's a shape. It's in the shape it's in.
Right.
Tanner
Right.
was rough on it. Bud's drove.
What's Tanner not rough on though?
Shoot. I love.
I see
Tanner.
he's got the green truck for sale now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
go
he-
buy it. It's a
what's-
good truck.
he fixed the white one. Well, I guess I haven't heard anything bad about it this
And
week.
he drove the white one down to my house today, so it's fixed.
Yeah.
That was a project.
Exploded a transfer case and it took everything with
It's
it.
bad.
Tanner's hard on stuff.
He was just slowly passing.
Hey, he wasn't passing.
That's what he said.
He already passed. That's what he told me.
I just know they're
At your
vehicles.
house.
Huh?
That's what he told me at your house.
What? It was slow.
He just got in passing.
Oh yeah,
somebody.
it was a dump truck.
Yeah.
That's what he told me.
Slow and Tanner don't even go in the same sentence. So
No.
I don't even know.
I'm sure you could see the black smoke
Yes,
flying
100%.
from here.
I rode in the
100%.
truck one time and he turned the dial all the way to whatever it goes to. And yeah, it was cool, but the pieces of it. were not-
Right. And that's why all those parts were laying on Highway 60
Yeah.
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 or 56. Where?
Yeah, it was 56.
But if you ever get bored and want to watch highlight films, just go look at Thunder Valley back in whatever year Tanner was running.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
It'll
there's
keep you
some
busy.
There's some
Yeah.
highlights.
Right. There's some good bloopers on there for sure.
I mean, if you can't win the show, be the show.
That's right.
He was the show.
He was the show.
Don't
You-
call him Hollywood for nothing.
No.
That's very true.
Hey, he's got a feature win.
Yeah, he won the enduro, didn't
50
he?
lapper. Held him off.
Yeah.
He blocked his tail off. but
Right.
He got it done. I was spotting for him, and he just kept throwing his hands up at me because the sticks were together the whole race. Can't give you a gap if you
Right.
ain't got one.
Right. Do you guys got anything else for tonight? It's been a great show. Hopefully we can get back in the swing of things. Hopefully the power stays on. Yeah. Hopefully everything.
Hopefully
goes
it stops
family-wise.
raining in Brownstown.
Yeah. Hopefully it stops raining. Hopefully
Logan,
it
you got any
stops
more
raining.
updates on us before we get off here?
Yeah. Logan, you got anything else? Have you been reading anything while we've been talking? You got any more updates?
You probably bored him with you. I was
Yes,
me and Zach
probably.
Payton carrying this thing.
Yeah, hopefully.
Peyton's talked all night. We can't get him to shut up.
Right.
I'm tired, boys.
He's talked more than he has the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Proud of you tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why our viewers are like,
Yeah.
Shut up, Peyton.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to cut out. Hopefully we'll see you at track this weekend, and good luck to you guys this weekend racing. Good luck to
Stop
everybody
by
else
and
that's
see
racing.
us. We'll be across. Well, if there's if there's not a pond over
If
there,
there is, yeah, if there is a back part,
we'll be across the
Yeah.
creek on Saturday
I'm
night.
sure it'll
Stop
be
by.
wet either way.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure the pits will still get watered.
Me and Peyton will
Um,
probably get there in time to get Zach a spot. So
Yeah. Probably.
You get there late.
Apparently, I do. I don't think I do, but apparently, I do.
You get there on Zach time, don't you?
Yeah, I mean,
That's all that
I
matters.
leave pretty early.
Yeah, it's all matters. You get there on Zach
he
time.
don't convoy. We convoy. We look pretty cool rolling down the road. Me and
Yeah.
Peyton do.
I'm just not worried about the looks all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just different, I guess.
You're different. All right. You said it.
All right. Do you guys want to do a show next week, or are we going to skip? What do you want to do?
Skip. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, I'm
I
asking.
wasn't trying to be too quick.
Well,
to-
I'll put a
jump
Facebook
the
post
gun.
up. We might end up skipping next week. Just
it
go on
just
our
gives
2
us
week
more.
go on our 2 week rotation, so we got more to talk about.
Yeah.
If we go,
We got something coming up.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's look at the calendar here.
2 weeks from yesterday, turkey season.
So we got
So if we put, yeah, I'll kill open in the morning. It don't matter. All right.
if we go now, it'll be the 24th, which will be second day of turkey season.
Yeah.
I'll put a post out. We'll get it scheduled. And I'll put a post out. So
We'll chisel it. in.
we'll figure it out. All right. We'll see y'all later, and we'll see you when the next flag flies.